We're the essence of joy, yes, we're the real McCoys, with our faces all wearing a grin. Not a care can stay when we're around your way. We'll win your hearts if you'll just let us in. Any kid on the street who you may chance to meet can direct you to laughter and cheer.
Then you'll know for sure that we've been on tour, and all the folks will agree
that we're the happiest, snappiest gang around town. We're the real McCoys.
Greetings, my friends. This is Kevin O'Gorman to add yet another color to your rainbow of happiness. Yes, this is the time in your listening timepiece when we set out to chase away your blues. And here's the gang to do the job, the Real McCoys.
How do you do?
Yes, believe you me, that's a sincere greeting. And with the sweetest of swing music all nicely arranged by Don Harper, the Swing Tet go into action.
Come with me where moonbeams light Tahitian skies, and the starlit waters linger in your eyes. Native hills are calling, to them we belong, and we'll cheer each other with the pagan love song.
Well, that's a sign of things to come, for here's the brilliant Laurie Wilson to astound you with his sensational Bumble Boogie. Each year you pay a license fee to listen to radio, but I think they should refund you money when the station on the air is ROWE and its operator, Alan Rowe.
Good evening, everybody. This is station ROWE. Tonight, folks, we have an apology to make. On this program, we were to have been assisted by that beautiful Melbourne soprano, Miss Petunia Pompdale. But unfortunately, folks, Miss Pompdale, who works at the State Savings Bank and intended to sing trees, was transferred to another branch. Gentlemen, don't let this happen to you. Don't let people say your wife married you for your money, even if you haven't got any. Stop falling here with Jan Duffian, the Jan Duff remover. Buy a bottle of Jan Duffian today and rub it well into the scalp. And remember, folks, one application of Dan Ruffian and your hair will become thin. But don't worry about that, because on the second application it'll become even thinner. But don't worry about that, because on the third application it'll disappear altogether. But don't worry about that, because your cure has been affected. You see? No hair, no dandruff.
The time is tonight, and here is a message just for the dear little ladies.
Now listen, all yous ladies, no matter where yous be, yus'll always get a pick-up if yous all drink Tootle's tea.
Ladies, do you feel tired, run down, weary, nervy and depressed after washing all those naughty old pots and pans, plates and dishes, cups and saucers, knives and forks, spoons and toothpicks? You do? Then don't worry, darlings, just sit yourself down and pick yourself up with a delicious, delectable, delightful cup of Tootle's tea. The tea, ladies, that makes you tootle. And don't forget, in the words of the famous songwriter,
now listen, all yous ladies, no matter where yous be, yus'll always get a pick-up if yous all drink Tootle's tea. And now Rip 'em off razor blades take the air. Rip 'em off, the razor blade with the keen edge. Remember, Rip 'em off razor blades are silent, smooth, and slick. Just listen to this Rip 'em off razor blade in a razor as it glides over a customer's face in a barber shop, silently and gently removing his whiskers. And don't forget, folks, Rip 'em off razor blade's famous three-way slogan.
No trouble,
No stubble.
no face.
And now, folks, Twiddlethumbs take the end. Twiddlethumbs, the scientific experts. That's right, folks. At last, from Twiddlethumbs' production line comes the invention we've all been waiting for, the telephone. And don't forget, folks, the Twiddlethumbs. I'll spell that for you, Twiddlethumbs. A Twiddle-E, double-lumps. Remember, Twiddlethumbs will be on the air again at the same time next week, when they'll present yet another great scientific discovery the men of Melbourne are all hoping and praying for. A flaming cigarette lighter that works. Goodbye now.
Incidentally, listeners, Alan Rowe writes every word and portrays every character in all of his radio performances. A brilliant artist indeed. And while you're thinking about talented people, here's Roy Lyons, the McCoy Quintet, and a delightful old song.
Round my Indiana homestead wave the cornfields. In the distance looms the woodlands clear and cool. Oftentimes my thoughts revert to scenes of childhood, when I first received my lessons, nature school. But one thing there is missing in the picture. Without her face it seems so incomplete. I long to see my mother in the doorway, as she stood there years ago, her boy to greet. Oh, the moonlight's fair tonight along the warbench. From the fields there comes the breath of new mown hay. Through the sycamores are gleaming on the banks of the Wabash, far away. Oh, the moon lies fair tonight along the Wabash. From the fields there comes the breath of new mown hay. Through the sycamores the candle lights are gleaming on the banks of the Wabash, far away, so far away.
Yes, sweet music is always captivating, just like the rich, mellow tones of the Vibra Grand. If it's trouble you're after, step up and meet Clancy.
Now Clancy was a peaceful man, if you know what I mean. The cops picked up the pieces after Clancy left the scene. He never looked for trouble, that's a fact you can assume. But nevertheless, when trouble would press, Clancy lowered the boom. Oh, the Clancy, oh, the Clancy. Whenever they got his Irish up, Clancy lowered the boom, 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 boom.
O'Leary was a fighting man, they all knew he was tough. He strutted around the neighborhood, a-shooting off his scuff. He picked a fight with Clancy then, and there he sealed his doom. Before you could shout, O'Leary, look out, Clancy lowered the boom.
Oh, the Clancy, oh, the Clancy. Whenever they got his Irish up, Clancy lowered the boom, 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 boom.
The neighbors all trot out for Kate O'Grady's wedding night. McDougal said, let's have some fun, I think I'll start a fight. He wrecked the hall and kissed the bride and pulverized the groom. Then quick as a wink before you could think, Clancy lowered the boom.
Oh, the Clancy, oh, the Clancy. Whenever they got his Irish up, Clancy lowered the boom, 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 boom. Clancy lowered the boom.
Comes the spot in the McCoy merry-go-round where four hands manipulate two pianos, and you hear the combination that is being hailed throughout the country as a radio highlight. Well, there's no doubt about the boys. They're certainly terrific.
Yeah, just like Penny Lucas.
Yes, Archie, she's got everything a good singer should have.
Oh, yes, she's got a nice voice, too.
Archie. That's no way to talk about a young lady.
Hello, Rowe. God, he's shaved off. He's disguised. I love that number she sings.
Which one's that, Archie?
Powder your nose with sunshine.
Powder your face with sunshine.
Well, in Melbourne, there's only sunshine to powder your nose anyway.
Listen, Kevin, what's the matter with Archie? He seems depressed.
Oh, I don't know, Alan.
Now, I'll say I'm depressed. Not even your donkey drops could pick me out today.
I see. Well, tell me, Archie, what's on your mind? Matilda?
No, the income tax.
Oh, Archie, income tax is quite simple. There's nothing in it.
You mean for the taxpayer?
Now, look, Archie, as Kevin says, income tax is very, very simple. I'll explain it to you.
You'll make it simple?
Oh, I'll make it as simple as I can.
Very simple?
Very simple explanation of taxation, Archie. Now, you see, you are entitled to be taxed on the net amount of any income after deducting all losses, expenses, depreciation, rates, and land taxes, fire and burglary insurance, and adding interest, dividends, rents, and premiums, share in partnership, income as beneficiary under will, settlement of deed of gift, instrument of trust and property, including annuities, royalties, tributes, and licenses subject to a minimum tax on £200.
In other words, you can't win.
But Archie, it's all so simple.
Simple? Listen, who wrote the last bit of script that was just a jumble? Where did you get it from?
From the front of the taxation form.
Oh, stealing somebody else's lines, eh?
Well, anyway, Archie, let's get on with filling up your form.
What, lunchtime already?
No. That's not that kind of a form, you idiot.
Oh, I think it was.
The taxation form.
Oh, yeah, the taxation.
I've got to fill it in for you.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I have.
Very
if I get a
nice.
chance.
Yeah, go on.
When I find the place. Here we are.
At the top of the
Right.
page there, sorry.
Now, let me see.
Yeah?
Name of employer.
Fitzroy School.
I see, and the address.
At the back of the pub.
Back of the what?
At the back of the pub.
Back of the pub?
Yeah, it's a Thackeray School.
Oh. Look, Archie, you can't put that in the income tax reform. Haven't you got a genuine occupation?
Well, I'm an ST bookie on Sundays.
Oh, look, Archie, look, we can't put those in the income tax form. What do you do for a living?
Nothing much.
Oh, I see. You're a bricklayer.
What do you mean?
Now, look, Archie, take your earned income.
Yeah, that's what the taxation department want to do.
Ah, no, Archie, you're quite wrong.
Huh?
Oh, no. You see,
I see.
to arrive at the figure in which you are taxed, you take your gross income, deduct your expenses incurred in earning the gross income, and also allowable rebates.
Oh, I see.
Now, all we need are some expenses and rebates for deduction.
I'll say we do, yeah.
Now, let me see. Are you married? And if so, have you any children?
What's that got to do with taxation?
Everything, Archie, everything. Now, say you had a wife and 18 kids.
Hey, listen, my name's Archie, not Superman.
No, but supposing you had a wife and 18 kids.
Supposing you had them instead.
But I don't want them.
Well, neither do I.
But you don't have to have them.
All right.
But if you did have a wife and 18 kids, you could claim for them as a rebate.
That's a heck of a way to get a rebate.
Oh, Archie. Archie, you're hopeless. I give up. I've had it.
What, a rebate?
No, I've had you. That's what I mean. You're just a nitwit.
Oh.
Tell me, Archie, how do you get on without brains?
I cheat. What's your excuse?
Archie,
Yes, kid.
weren't you going to ask Alan something for me?
For you?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, of course. Alan, could you lend Kev £5?
Lend Kevin £5?
Yeah.
Oh, no. If I lent Kevin £5, I might never get it back again.
Well, never mind. You could take it off your tax as a rebate.
As a rebate?
Yeah.
For what?
A gift to a dumb institution.
Oh.
Don't take that.
We have our welcome sign outside the McCoy mansion, and we're pleased that Everett Wilson accepted the invitation and stepped in to join the happy gang.
You're so desirable, I just can't resist you. You're so desirable, I had to give in. That firm resolve I made has vanished away now. I'm happy to say now you win. You're so adorable. The moment I saw you, it's so deplorable, the fool that I've been. And yet yet I'm glad you've got my heart, dear, like a butterfly on a pin. You're so desirable, I had to give in. You're so desirable, I just can't resist you. You're so desirable, I had to give in. That firm resolve I made has vanished away now. I'm happy to say now, you win. You're so adorable, the moment I saw you, it's so deplorable, the fool that I've been. And yet I'm glad you've got my heart, dear, like a butterfly on a pin. You're so desirable, I had to give in.
Well, the Macs greeted you with a big howdy-do, but I know they'd hate to say goodbye to you, so let them leave you musically and say cheerio.
Cheerio, now this is where we say goodbye, so cheerio. Just keep a twinkle in your eye and then we'll be so cheery, cheery, cheerio. Cheerio, we've had a lot of happy days, so cheerio. Let's think about the happy days and then we'll be so cheery, cheery, cheerio.
We will meet again soon, and then we'll have another love or two.
Those skies are gray, they'll turn again to brightest blue.
Until then, cheerio, I hope good luck will come your way, so cheerio. Be seeing you another day, and then we'll be so cheery, cheery, cheerio.
Again soon, and then, why, we'll have another love or two.
Those skies are gray, they'll turn again to brightest blue.
Until then, cheerio, I hope good luck will come your way, so cheerio. Be seeing you another day, and then we'll be so cheery, cheery, cheerio.
Well, as the quartermaster used to say, that's the full issue. But at the same time next week, there'll be another handout of happiness, and the Real McCoys will be pleased to have you as their guests. Once again, you'll be able to feast on music and mirth with Alan Rowe, Laurie Wilson, Petty Lucas, Roy Lyons, Freddie Phillips, Don Harper, Bruce Clark, Neville Madison, Bill Castenson, Fred O'Kane, Fred King. A guest visitor, of course, will step in, as did Evelyn Wilson. And the dynamo who generates the power and produces the pep, Leslie Ross.
Happiest, happiest gang around town, we're the real McCoys. We're the essence of joy, yes, we're the real McCoys, with our faces just wearing a grin. Not a care can stay when we're around your way. We'll win your hearts if you'll just let us in.
Greetings, my friends. This is Kevin O'Gorman. Just a minute, boys. Just a minute. Please let me tell the folks that you're the real McCoys. Wait for some cue from me before you hop into the program. After all these years together, you should know your business.
Well, Kev, rhythm is our business.
Oh, so that's it. Rhythm is your business. Well, come on then and tell us more about your business.
Rhythm is our business, business sure is swell. Rhythm is our business, rhythm is what we sell. With Fred on drums, Bill on bass, Laurie Wilson sets the pace. Rhythm is our business, and it sure is swell.
Fred's the drummer in the band. Fred's the drummer in a band. Now he's the man who keeps the beat and makes you want to tap your feet, 'cause rhythm is his business, business sure is swell. Don plays fiddle in the band. Don plays fiddle in our band. Now he plays classics, he plays swing. Don can play anything, 'cause rhythm is his business, business sure is swell.
Roy's a crooner in the band. He's a crooner in the band. When our Royce starts to croon, all the ladies sigh and swoon. Ringing is his business, and it sure is swell.
When the blue of the night meets the gold of the day.
That's out.
Rhythm is our business, business sure is swell.
Yes, they love rhythm, whether it be swing or the 3/4 rhythm of the old love ballad, as the McCoy Quintet will show you.
You
now cross to the Trashional Theatre, where a new production by Alan Rowe is being performed. Over we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now take pleasure in presenting for your entertainment our gripping, dripping, and ripping serial, The Mystery of the Bloodstained Putty Knife.
Now I have you in my power. Speak up and don't make a sound. Where have you hidden the papers of the secret bomb?
Oh, must I tell you? I think I should not.
You will tell me or die.
Oh, then, if that is the case, I shall die. And it is a better thing I do now than I have ever done before.
Ah, you quote the immortal Shakespeare. Soon you shall be joining him. Give him my kind regards.
Oh, you cad. How could you say such a thing?
Silence, you ear punisher. I hear footsteps approaching.
Blimey, must be on carbon copy.
Come in, my friend, and put up your hands.
How do you do, son? Nice day? Nice day if it don't rain.
So it is you.
Oh, brother, I am glad to see you.
Yes, and what's going on here, Cecil?
Never mind. Get over against the wall and keep up your hands.
Listen, son, who are you, Ned Kelly or Jack the Whipper?
Never mind who I am. I want the papers of this secret bomb. Now, what have you got to say?
I'm not sure. Just a minute. I'll have a look in the script.
So you are in doubt, eh?
Well, I haven't had much time to rehearse this. Working out the showgrounds there.
Enough, you idiot. Do you see this?
Yes, it looks like a putty knife.
Ha! And soon it will be the blood-stained putty knife.
Did you say blood-stained a putty knife?
Yeah, unless you tell me what I want to know, I shall slit your throat from ear to ear.
From where to where?
Ear to ear.
Oh, you mean there to there?
Yeah.
Is it a clean knife?
Why do you ask?
Well, you're going to cut me throat, aren't you? I don't want to get tetanus.
Shut up. Now for the killing.
You're not going to kill us all with the same putty knife, are you, sport?
Yes, why?
Well, I was just thinking, by the time it comes to me, it'll be as good as a blood transfusion.
Enough. Now, before you all die, is there any last wish you would like to make? If possible, and providing it suits me, I will grant it. Now you, have you a last wish?
No, I shall die with my boots on. Quote, would it not slay you? Unquote.
And you idiot, what is your last wish?
Well, if you don't mind, son, I'd like to go down to the chemist for a bottle of peroxide.
Why do I waste time with you? Now, before you die, I give you one more chance. Tell me, where are the papers hidden? Tell me, or you die.
I'll bet you 10 bob we don't.
You what?
I'll bet you 10 bob we don't.
Why? What makes you so sure, my friend?
Because I've read the script through and it says so on page 16.
Louis Armstrong? No. Rex Stewart? No. This thrilling trumpeter is a McCoy. And we're proud to present the brilliant young Australian, Paddy Fitzallen. No one loves you any better than your mammy. That's something to sing about.
Listen, all you rolling stones, when you leave your happy homes, when you start leaving your own people, things all seem to go wrong. There's a saying old today, chicks come home to roost, they say. But let me tell you one thing, when you wander away, no one loves you any better than your M-A-double-M-Y. And when you start to cry, she'll dry each tearful, she'll make you cheerful, no matter where you roam, your thoughts always stray back to a little shack, a cozy little nest so far away. Oh, Emma's for the mince pies that she used to bake, and A is for those apples in her apple cake. M is for the many miles you had to roam, and Y is that you're yearning just to get back home. And though you roam the whole world over, a love like hers you can't buy, 'cause no one loves you any better than your M-A-double-M-Y. That's why I'm singing M-A-double-M-Y.
The rhythm continues on 16 silver strings. Our swing mistress slows down the rhythm as she asks someone, "Please take me to your heart again."
Take me to your heart again. Let's make a start again. bring back the years. Let smiles come after tears, like sunshine after rain. I'm yearning for you by night and by day, praying I'll soon hear you saying, I love you. Then we'll never part again, if you will take me to your heart again.
My darling, let's turn back those years. Let smiles come after all those tears, just like sunshine after rain.
I'm yearning for you by night and by day, praying I'll soon hear you sing, I love you. Then we'll never part again, if you will take me to your heart
Traveling by tram or by bus is an experience to remember. So Alan Rowe would like you to ride on his dream bus of tomorrow.
Now, hurry on, please. Hurry on, please. Look, I don't like asking you to do this, passengers, but we really must get underway. We simply mustn't be late, so you will hurry on, won't you?
Aye. When's this bus gonna start, conductor? I'm in a hurry.
Well, we could start right now, sir, but there's a dear old lady with only 1 foot on the running board. And if we started, we might throw her back on the roadway. And that's a thing we never do.
Yeah, well, it's time we got started, ain't it?
Yes, I suppose it is. Well, look, I'll just go back and have a look round the corner and make sure there's nobody running for the bus. We wouldn't like them to miss it, you know. They'd have to wait in 3 minutes in the cold for the next one.
Well, come on. Let her go, conductor.
Well, I think we're all ready to go, aren't we? Yes. Now, is everybody seated? Good. Now, fares, please. Fares, please. Look, I hope you don't mind me asking, ladies and gentlemen, but I really must collect your fares.
Yes, well, I'll have 5 fourpennies, 4 fivepennies, 6 tuppennies, 3 threepennies, and 2 halves.
Oh, I'd hate to ask you to repeat that order, sir, but what did you say?
I said I want 5 fourpennies, 4 fivepennies, 6 tuppennies, 3 threepennies, and 2 halves.
Oh, thank you, sir. I hope you won't report me for being so dense and not understanding that simple order. Fares, please. Fares.
I want to get off at Smith Street, conductor. How much is that?
3pence, thank you, sir. Oh, I say, how nice. You've given me a £5 note to change. Thank you so much. That's the 3rd today.
Well, aren't you going to go crook at me?
Oh, dear, no. We're only out to assist you. I mean, there you are, sir. £4, 19 and 9pence change. Now, fares, please. Fares, please. Goodness me, the driver stopped the bus. I wonder why.
Well, here he comes now.
Goodness, I wonder what the matter can be. What is it, driver?
Oh, pardon me, passengers. I've just come back to apologise.
Apologise? What for, driver?
Well, when I just started the bus a moment ago, I made an awful mistake. I jerked the controls and started too suddenly. And I thought you passengers might have been inconvenienced. You might have been thrown around and hurt yourselves.
Oh, don't worry, driver. They won't report you.
Oh, but I insist that they do. I should be more careful, really.
Oh, never mind, driver. We'll let you off this time.
Oh, but if you don't report me, I won't sleep tonight for my guilty conscience.
Well, look, we'll forget it this time, mate, but don't let it happen again.
Well, thank you very much, sir. You're very kind. I've got a wife and 13 kids, you know. Look, you just let me know where you want to get off, and I'll drop you there. Goodbye, passengers. I'll be more careful in the future.
And thank you, driver. Well, fares, please. Fares, please. Oh, goodness me, I've got to get off here to punch the clock.
Yeah, well, I have time to duck into the butcher's for some meat, conductor.
Oh, don't you bother. I'll get it for you. I won't be a moment. Well, there you are, sir. Off we go again. Fares, please. Fares, if you don't mind.
Hey, conductor, would you mind finding me another seat? I don't like this one. I want one near a window.
Oh, certainly, sir. Anything to oblige. There you are. Now, you just sit back there and relax.
You know, conductor, I've got a terrible headache.
Oh, dear me, and I've run out of APCs. Well, never mind. Stop the bus and I'll get off and get some. Oh, no, I've got a better idea. I'll just stroke your head. There, how's that? Better?
Oh, I can't stand it, conductor. I can't stand it. It's no good to me.
But, sir, what's the matter?
This bus trip. I'm going to jump off.
But we're doing 60 miles an hour, sir.
I don't care. I can't stand it. I'm going to jump off. Here goes, at last.
Oh, dear, I do wish he hadn't done that. He's still falling. I do wish he hadn't done that. They'll have us up for murder.
For murder? Don't be silly, conductor. He jumped off of his own accord.
But they'll still have us up for murder. We've killed the poor fellow with kindness.
And so to the rhythmical riot, two pianos in perfect alignment, and the perfect pair, Laurie and Freddy. Even our studio clock ticks in rhythm, and as we know, it never misses a beat. So let's hurry along to leave you with a happy thought.
Just let a smile be your umbrella on a rainy, rainy day. And if your sweetie cries, just tell her that a smile will always pay.
Whenever skies are gray, don't worry or fret.
A smile will bring the sunshine and you'll never get wet.
So let a smile be your umbrella on a rainy, rainy day.
Whenever skies are gray, don't worry or fret.
A smile will bring the sunshine and you'll never get wet.
So let a smile be your umbrella on a rainy, rainy day.
Well, as my landlord said today, don't forget to call again next week, when once again the real McCoys will be at home to give you a big welcome. And you'll be able to further your friendship with Alan Rowe, Laurie Wilson, Penny Lucas, Roy Lyons, Bruce Clark, Freddie Phillips, Bill Castenson, Fred O'Kane, Don Harper, Fred King, and the fellow who likes to cater to the taste of everyone and produces it good and slick, Leslie Ross.
Happiest, snappiest gang around town, where the real where the essence of joy, yes, where the real McCoys, with their faces all wearing a grin. Not a care can stay when we're around your way. We'll win your hearts if you'll just let us in. Any kid on the street whom you may chance to meet, and direct you to laughter and cheer.
Then you'll know for sure that we've been on tour, and all the folks will agree
that we're the happiest, snappiest gang around town. We're the real McCoys.
Greetings, my friends. This is Kevin O'Gorman, and may I congratulate you on your choice. Yes, you're on the winner once again. The happiest 30 minutes that ever raced through your radio. And here are the jockeys who ride the rhythm, the Real McCoys.
How you do?
Yes, they're nicely trained for the swing sweepstakes by Don Harper, and the first to jump away is the McCoy Quintet.
Of my days, and when I feel in my heart they tell sincerely, no other words can tell it half so clearly. 3 little words, 8 little letters, which simply mean I love you.
Here's that young fellow with a smile in his voice, so step up, ladies, and accept his invitation.
Honeybee, my honeybee, baby, take a chance and marry me. We'll be so happy, you and I. 2 can live as cheap as 1, but I hear tell it's a lot more fun. Honey, be my honeybee. I'll buy you furs and everything if you let me buy the wedding ring. Build a little home for you and me. We'll drive to church in a limousine, have the biggest wedding ever seen. Honey, oh, be my honeybee. Now, if you like my little plan, let's go and tell it to the preacher man. He'll tie the knot, you wait and see. A honeymoonin' we will go up where Niagara waters flow. Honey, oh, be my honeybee. I'll buy you furs and everything if you let me buy the wedding ring and build a little home for you and me. We'll drive to church in a limousine, have the biggest wedding ever seen. Honey, be my honey, be.
We regret, ladies and gentlemen, that Alan Rowe is not in the studio with us as he's paying a visit to his dentist. So let's cross over and see if we can pick him up there.
Oh! 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 Oh, blimey, and I'm next. Oh! Oh! He's given that bloke a tough time, isn't he? Oh! Next, please. Oh, that's me? Yes, that's right. How's the dentist this morning, assistant? Oh, Dr. Pullum's full of beans, son. He's had 24 extractions since 9 o'clock. Well, I'm glad I've only got one tooth troubling me. Yes, well, you just sit down in this chair, son, and relax. Relax? Yes, Dr. Pullum won't be long. He's just gone outside to clean himself up a bit. Now, I'll just put this towel around your neck. A towel around me neck? What for? Oh, that's to catch all the blood. The blood? Oh, yes, but don't you worry. You just sit there in that chair and relax. By the way, what's that thing hanging up over there like a jawbone? What is it? Oh, that's a jawbone. Yes, I thought that last patient looked funny when he left. Oh, cod liver oil, give me strength. Oh, here comes Dr. Pullum now.
Good morning, Brown. A lovely morning, isn't it?
Yes, it was.
Teeth been troubling you, Brown?
Yes, I think it's this one at the back, Doctor.
Oh, we'll soon have it right, won't we, assistant?
Oh, yes, my word, we will.
Now open wide, Brown. Wider. Wider. That'll do. Now I'll just probe around a little.
Probe around?
Oh, yes, we're bound to find more, you know. Let me see now.
Hey, that's not the tooth. There's no hole in that one. Oh! There is now. Well, tell me, how are they, Doctor?
Wonderful. Beautiful. What a marvelous mouthful of teeth.
Well, that's nice to know.
Yes, isn't it? There's 20 fillings and 20 to come out.
I'll break it down, Doc. I've only got 26 teeth in me noodle. Oh, yes, but we fill them before we take them out. Doesn't that work out dearer? Of course it does. But we got to live, haven't we?
Yes, well, now I'll just take out all I can today, Brown, and you can make an appointment for the rest.
Can I have gas? Gas? Don't be such a sissy. Anyhow, the doctor wouldn't hurt a fly. Never mind about a fly. What about me?
Now, you just relax, Brown. Just relax. All right, assistant, pass me the forceps.
Will these do, Doctor?
No. The extra large ones.
Oh, these?
Now, righto, Brown. Open wide. Wide.
Ow!
What's the matter with you, Brown? What are you squealing for? I haven't even touched you yet.
I know, but you're standing on me pet corn.
Righto, Brown. Now, rinse out your mouth. Open wide. Open wide. Here we go.
What's the score, Doctor?
9 out and 20 to fill. Now for this big fellow at the back. Right, I've got hold of it. Righto.
It's coming. I'm going.
Oh, boy, this is a tough one. There she comes.
Gosh, Doctor, she is a beaut. Look, it's a double one.
My word, so it is.
Hold on, Doc. We'll have to charge this joker 2 guineas extra.
2 guineas extra? Why?
Why? Blimey, that ain't a tooth. You've yanked out his flaming tonsils.
Take 104 white notes and 72 black notes. Yes, that's an awful lot of notes, but they sort themselves out perfectly, especially when the sorting is done by Laurie Wilson and Freddy Phillips. There are two ways to take Scotch. One is to drink it, the other is to sing it. The McCoys prefer to take theirs with music.
Rowing in the glowing by the body banks of Clyde. Rowing in the glowing, be a lassie by my side. When the sun has gone to rest, that's the time we love the best. Oh, it's lovely rowing in the glow. Rowing in the glowing by the body banks of Clyde. Rowing in the glowing, we a lassie by my side. When the sun has gone to rest, that's the time we love the best. Oh, it's lovely rowing in the glowing. 'Cause I belong to Glasgow, dear old Glasgow town. Something's the matter with Glasgow boys, it's going round and round. I'm only a common old working chap, as anyone here can see. But when I get a couple of drinks on a Saturday, Glasgow belongs to me.
Stop your tickle and chop, oh, stop your tickle and chop. Dinna make me laugh so hearty, or you'll make me choke. Or will you stop your nonsense, just look at all the folk. Will you stop your tickle and tickle and stop your tickle and chop? Oh, stop your tickle and chop, oh, stop your tickle and chop. Dinna make me laugh so hearty, or you'll make me choke. Or will you stop your nonsense, just look at all the folk. Will you stop your tickle and and stop your tickle and jaw? Woo!
The Vibrogrand and Freddie King. This surely is the sweetest swing. Well, if you have the blues, our swing mistress has the cure. And here it is.
There's an old superstition way down south. Every darky believes that trouble won't stay if you shake it away. When they hold a revival way down south, every darky with care and trouble that day tries to shake it away, shaking the blues away, unhappy news away. If you are blue, it's easy to shake off your cares and troubles. Tell 'em the blues to go. They may refuse to go, but as a rule they'll go if you'll shake them away. Do like the darkies do, listening to a preacher way down south. They shake their bodies so, to and fro. With every shake, a lucky break, proving that there's a way to chase your cares away. If you would lose your weary blues, shake them away. A preacher way down south, they shake their bodies so, to and fro. With every shake, a lucky break, proving that there's a way to chase your cares away. If you would lose your weary blues, shake them away, shake them away.
Here are the two McCoys who started their education at a high school and finished it up at a two-up school. The cads.
Play the game, you rotter.
Now listen, fellow hunters, to a little tale we've got.
Yes, as inventors, we are what newspapers call a shot.
Like Edison, Marconi, old George Stephenson, and what? Oh, we're just a pair of scientific cads.
Now, take your homemade talking clock. It really is a wham.
Oh, rather. It tells you when to go to bed and when to catch your tram.
It gets rid of Sunday visitors by simply saying
Scram. Oh, we're just a pair of scientific cads. Now, our weighing machine we've just put out is really on its own.
Yes, ladies, buy one and you'll find embarrassment has flown.
Oh, it underestimates your weight 8 pounds for every stone. Oh, we're just a pair of scientific cads. I must buy my wife one, old boy.
I should say so. We've built an automatic hen with silver-plated legs.
Oh, it's got a cast-iron stomach, cads, full of rivets and steel pegs.
But the trouble is it's laying lumps of lead instead of eggs.
Oh, we're just a pair of scientific cads. Oh, yes, and then there is our new jet car. We've got it now on show.
You don't need petrol, oil, or grease to run it fast or slow.
No, we're hanged if we can find the fuel to make the darn thing go.
Oh, we're just a pair of scientific cads.
Lovely material.
Definitely. Our latest model is a man-sized robot. Nothing greater.
But he's gone and pinched my girlfriend, cads, and he seems to infatuate her.
So now I've got to invent a way to make him a woman-hater.
Oh, we're just a pair of scientific cads. Rather good rhyme, wasn't it? We've invented plastic swimsuits they don't want our girls to wear.
The reason's rather vague so far, though we've got the bare idea.
Yes, it's not a case of what there is, but what there isn't there. Oh, we're just a pair of scientific cads.
You know, today in our helicopter, we went out for a spree.
But it landed us in trouble, cads, for what we thought to be a local park
turned out to be the nudist colony.
Oh, we're just a pair of scientific cads. Now, our wireless set's a beauty. Yes, it's quite the latest style.
We're calling it the Mother-in-Law, a title well worthwhile.
For it's got a huge loudspeaker and a funny-looking dial.
Oh, we're just a pair of scientific cads.
I say, pardon me, cad, whilst I blow my nose.
That was the observatory time signal.
We built a modern plastic house. We're sure that it will sell.
Yes, it's right behind the gasworks, chaps, but we don't mind the smell.
It's 10 minutes from the station, but you've got to run like, well,
we're
just a pair of scientific cats. You know, I say, Rowe, old chap, I'm sure this television set we've invented is ready for work.
Okay, old boy, plug it in and let's see what happens.
Good night, everybody. I say, pardon me, Kevin.
Yes, Roy?
May I introduce a very, very good friend of the McCoys? Meet Bill Harkin.
Well, this is indeed a pleasure. And if you're the Bill Harkin, then the song must be on its way, huh, Bill?
It's not on its way, Kevin. It's right here.
Goodbye.
Again, this couldn't happen again. This is that once in a lifetime. This is the thrill divine. What's more, this never happened before. Though I have prayed for a lifetime that such as you could suddenly be mine, mine to hold as I'm holding you now, and yet never so near, mine to have when the now and the here disappear. What matters, dear, for when this doesn't happen again? We'll have this moment forever, but never, never again. For when this doesn't happen again, we'll have this moment forever, but never, never
Well, I see they're coming into the home turn now, so sit back and catch on to this merry musical message.
Keep on smiling do. Though you may feel blue, a smile will pull you through.
Clouds may gather up in the sky,
But by and by the sun will shine.
Yes, the sun will shine, so keep on smiling do. Don't let trouble trouble you.
now don't sit down and start to pine.
Though the weather's none too fine,
Hang it, make your own sunshine and keep on smiling do. Yes, the sun will shine, so keep on smiling do. Don't let trouble trouble you.
Don't sit down and start to pine.
though the weather's none too fine,
Hang it, make your own sunshine and keep on smiling.
Well, my good sports, that's one race meeting where you lose nothing but gain a lot of snappy pastime. And at the same time next week, the Real McCoys will saddle up once again. I see correct weight to signal for Alan Rowe, Laurie Wilson, Penny Lucas, Roy Lyons, Bill Harkin, Fred Phillips, Don Harper, Fred O'Kane, Bruce Clark, Fred King, Bill Castenson, and the official starter who sends them on their merry way, Leslie Ross.
Happiest, snappiest gang around town, where the real McCoy. We're the essence of joy, yes, we're the real McCoys, with our faces all wearing a grin. Not a care can stay when we're around your way. We'll win your hearts if you'll just let us in. Any kid on the street who you may chance to meet can direct you to laughter and cheer.
Then you'll know for sure that we've been on tour, and all the folks will agree
that we're the happiest, snappiest gang around town. We're the real McCoys.
Greetings, my friends. This is Kevin O'Gorman turning on the light. Yes, the highlight of radio variety that shines so brightly whenever you switch on and prepare to meet my friends and your friends, the Real McCoys.
How do you do?
Yes, you can be sure of the slickest air show, especially when the McCoy Quintet wrap up and deliver to you a Don Harper special. You, my friend, may talk about your sweetie, but our swing mistress says, let's talk about my sweetie.
You talk about your sweetie, stop talking about your sweetie. Let's talk about my sweetie now. I've listened to your raving, now listen to my raving. You're gonna hear some raving now. Just where your sweetie stops, my sweetie begins. If he's as good as mine, he'd have to be twins. You talk about my sweetie, stop talking about your sweetie. Let's talk about my sweetie now. When the sugar walks down the street, all the little birds go tweet, tweet, tweet. And in the evening when the sun goes down, it's never dark when he's around. Just where your sweetie stops, my sweetie begins. If he's as good as mine, he'd have to be twins. Let's Let's talk about my sweetie. Stop talking about your sweetie. Let's talk about my sweetie now.
Whether you like it or not, you've got to take it. Radio station ROWE.
Good evening, everybody. This is station ROWE, and we now present the children's session conducted by our old pal, Uncle Andy. Not too much of the flyman old, son.
Well, good evening, kiddies. This is Uncle Andy here with a little session just for you. And tonight I have a birthday greeting for little Minnie Muggins, who is 11 today. And what does it feel like to be 11, Minnie? What's that you say on your letter? Just 1 year older than 10. Why, bless you, Minnie, you dear little baby. Well, Minnie, the wireless bird tells me you've been a good little girl, so if you follow the string that runs from the piano and look behind the wireless,
You'll find all the dirt you swept there last Saturday morning.
Now, kiddies, your old Uncle Andy is going to sing a song all about a little pussycat called Boots, just for you, and I'm going to be accompanied on the piano by my dear old pal, Uncle Laurie. Here we go. There once was a funny little puss, 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 funny little bunny little puss, puss, puss. His whiskers went around and nearly touched the ground of the funny little bunny little honey little sunny little funny little bunny little puss. Puss, tiddly puss, puss, puss.
Wouldn't it rock you?
I mean, didn't you like that, kiddies? I hope you did. In fact, I'm sure you did.
As a matter of fact, I don't care. Give a hang if you didn't.
Good night, kiddies. Off to bed now from your old Uncle Andy.
Well, thank you, Uncle Andy. Thank you.
Ladies, how's that figure of yours? Does it stick out here, there, and everywhere? What you need is Zip, the new streamlined foundation garment.
That's right, ladies. Reduce that hip with Zip.
Remember, all Zip foundation garments are thoroughly tested and are guaranteed to go twice round any gasworks.
Remember, too, Zip foundation garments will leave you breathless. Zip foundation garments leave no bumps, humps, or lumps. And remember, ladies,
nothing but the best goes into Zip foundation garments, so why don't you?
And now, Folker, the makers of moth-proof underpants present your film fancier.
Yes, it's the man with the film face, Freddy Fiddlestitch.
How are you, Freddy? How are yous, folks? Well, folks, I just been to see a beaut picture at the Royal, and I reckon yous guys should all go along and see it. And let me say that if yous do, yus'll get a real education. Now, I'll just play an extract from the soundtrack of this here picture, and yus'll see what I mean, a real education. Hello, Shorty. They tell me it's your birthday.
Oh, hello, boss. It's nice of you to remember.
Yeah, ain't it, Shorty? I just dropped in to wish you many happy returns.
Gee, thanks, boss. That's mighty nice of you.
Yeah, I bought you a little birthday present from the boys.
From the boys, boss?
Yeah, from the boys. But I don't think you're gonna like it, Shorty. You dirty, double-crossing, sneaking, sniveling rat.
Boss, such language.
Why did you do it, Shorty? Why did you give Butch Flanagan that hot tip?
Oh, gee, boss, I was going to tell you.
Yeah, but me and the boys thought we'd save you that trouble, Shorty.
But, boss, I couldn't help it, boss. He bribed me, boss.
What with, Shorty? A couple of $100?
Oh, gee, no, boss, better than that. 2 gallons of petrol.
Petrol? Say, Shorty, you're in the big time, son.
Boss, you can't kill me. I got an old mother, boss, and a wife and 13 kids.
You're a lucky guy, Shorty. Think of the crowd you're gonna have at your funeral.
But, boss, I'll do anything you say if you don't kill me.
Now you're talking, Shorty. Well, Shorty, if I don't bump you off, you've got to do something for me and the boys.
I'll do anything, boss, anything.
Well, Shorty, this is gonna hurt you, son. You'll hate me and the boys for the rest of your life for asking you to do this.
No, boss, I won't hate you and the boys. I'll do anything you say, boss, anything.
Okay, Shorty, give us them 2 gallons of petrol.
Listen to the voice and the personality as Roy Lyon sings of his mammy.
I'd love to fall asleep and wake up in my mammy's arms just to feel her kissing me. What a wonderful dream that would be. Mammy, Mammy, with your lullabies. Wake your baby, open up my eyes. Most every night through fields of white, I wander way back home. And in those dreams my lonely heart keeps crying. Hold me, mammy, fold me, mammy, with your tender charms. I'd love to fall asleep and wake up in my mammy's eyes. I'm a-calling Mammy, my little Mammy. Why, the sun shines east and the sun shines west, but I just knows where that sun shines best. Most every night through fields of white, I wander way back home. And in those dreams, my lonely heart keeps crying. Ah, hold me, mammy, fold me, mammy, with your tender charms. I'd love to fall asleep and wake up in my mammy's arms.
Oh, Alice, where art thou? Oh, why, she's right here. Laurie Wilson has her in his two hands, in his two very brilliant hands. In 1912, this song was acclaimed as a ragtime success, but I think you'd agree that even today it's still a great song.
There's something the matter with me, dear, something I've tried to explain.
If you're away for a week or a day, round my heart there comes a pain.
I don't know why.
All I do is sigh.
But dearie, when you are near me, I'm happy as I can be.
Let's cuddle there in a big cozy chair like a couple of birds in a tree.
Oh, dearie, you know I love you so. You're my baby, you're a wonderful child.
I'd like to have you round to make a fuss over me. I'd like to bounce you up and down upon my knee. For you're my baby, you certainly were made for me. If you should go away, I'd get right down and pray that you'd come back to me, because I love you so, for you're my baby.
A steel guitar and its master, Bruce Clark. Time marches on. Sometimes. With Alan Rowe, it just staggers on.
Way down through the mighty centuries, man has always had a thirst for knowledge. In fact, as far back as the early ages of history, man has always had a thirst. You're telling me. But to satisfy this thirst of his, man has turned his mind and body to the molding and making of a spot of ambrose. He has educated himself and progressed until today he is master of everything, except in his old woman. So let us, in this 20th century of ours, gaze back and see how man, having gained all this wonderful knowledge, fares in this world of ours today. The Stone Age man, poor, dumb, uneducated, misguided creature that he was, spent his week ends in this uncivilized manner.
Ugh, ugh. Oggy, what are your plans for the weekend? Ugh, ugh.
Ugh, ugh. I shall relax in the sun for 3 hours, Aggie. then do a spot of hunting and fishing, and then sleep, and then wake up and have a round or two of that new fascinating game they call golf. Ugh, ugh.
But today, man has progressed and laughs at the Stone Age era. His ideas are somewhat different and not as uncivilized.
Oh, George, how are you going to put in this weekend, my dear?
That's a laugh. How am I going to put in the weekend, she says. I'm going to mow the front and back lawns, chop half a ton of firewood, fix up the bathroom tap, cut the edge, bath the dog, clean the car, prune the fig tree, paint the whatchamacallit, mend the spouting, fix the stove, and the rest of the day's me own.
Yes, man has certainly progressed. Modern civilization has made things so much easier for him. Today, also, education standards are so much higher, and the children of today are so much more understanding to their parents. Listen to this father speaking to his son 125 years ago, in the age of ignorance.
My son, I would have words with you.
Yes, sire. Speak, I pray.
My son, it grieves me to say that you have not yet brought in the firewood for tonight.
Father, pray forgive me. I shall attend to it right away, sir.
But today our children have somewhat more progressive ideas.
Harry?
Yes, Dad?
You ain't brought in that wood yet.
So what?
So bring it in.
Put your head in, Dad, and bring it in yourself.
Time staggers on, and we find that today employment is, well, a little different from that of yesterday. Listen as this young man applies for a job as a junior clerk in an office in 1936, just 13 years ago. And good morning. Your name?
Smith, sir.
Smith, eh? Your age?
18, sir.
I see. What on earth's that?
It's me knees knocking. I'm nervous.
Oh, there's no need to be nervous, Smith. We've only got 250 other applicants for the job. Now, Smith, any qualifications?
Well, I've only got a few, sir. Leaving certificate, sir. Accountancy degree, sir. AACIA, AAFIA, Diploma of Education, and Bachelor of Commerce, sir.
Oh, that's not bad. We'll take you on trial for a month at 17 and 6 a week. But today, the young people are finding things quite different as they leave school. Listen to this advertisement, which comes over your radio set 10, 12, or 14 times a day.
Now, girls and boys, too, are you just leaving school? You are? Would you like a nice congenial job? Then why not become a bottle washer at the Porcupine Pickle Factory? Remember, young people, remember, you'll receive £25 a week in wages, plus 6 weeks annual leave on double pay, generous sick leave on full pay, and a bonus of £10 a week. Plus music while you work, a free lunch, your fares paid to and from the factory, a free uniform, use of the library, amenities, hot showers, morning and afternoon tea with biscuits, cream cakes, and sandwiches.
Say, what am I doing here as an entertainer? So long, folks. I'm off to get myself a decent job at the Porcupine Pickle Factory. I'll be seeing you.
Time staggers on.
Pardon me, Trevor. May I step in? Why, well, it's Alan Redding. A big welcome, Alan. But where's your clarinet?
Well, I guess Bessie didn't bring it.
Bessie didn't bring it?
No.
Why?
Well, it's like this, Kev. Bessie couldn't help it any more than you could, or I could. Now, Bessie always tried to do the very best that she could, or you could. She was pretty as the heavens above. Oh, boy, how she could love. Bessie had affection that was simply wonderful. Ugh, terrible. Bessie couldn't help it any more than you could, or I could. When she'd smile, you were bound to fall. That's all. Now I went riding with Bessie one night, just one kiss, and she yelled with delight. Oh, Bessie couldn't help it any more than you could, or I could. any more than you could or I could. When she'd smile, you were bound to fall, that's all. Now I went riding with Bessie one night, just one kiss, and I yelled, who bum bum bum, oh, Bessie couldn't help it, any more than you could, or I could, or Roy could, or Les could, or Penny could, or Laurie could, or all you people listening to the show could help it. Oh, Bessie.
And here are those two bright lights who shine more brightly as weeks go by. Your piano pals, Laurie and Freddy.
He wants to marry me, be my honey-bee. Every tune that he can pull them down, he's leaning on my shoulder, ma, he's kissing me.
Well, just as Alan Redding has said, Bessie couldn't help it if the past 30 minutes have been all too short, but there'll be more fireworks at the same time next week when the red light goes on and up step Alan Rowe, Laurie Wilson, Penny Lucas, Roy Lyons, Don Harper, Fred Phillips, Bruce Clark, Fred O'Kane, Bill Castenson, Fred King, and the little fellow who stands on the bridge and steers the Happy Harmony ship, Leslie Ross.
Happiest, happiest,